Hello. All right. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I have headphones in and it's not something I typically use, so it's new to me. But hi, my name is Amanda and welcome to our meet and greet. I am a part of Team Fireflies of Fit and Free and I absolutely love this team. So I love helping to host our meet and greets because there's so much value on this team. Jacqueline, if you can hear me, will you just wave or give me a thumbs up so I know you can hear me okay? I'm using my headphones and it's the first time I've used them on a live call, so I just want to make sure you can hear okay. So Jacqueline, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. We'll see. Okay, we'll wait and see. Hopefully. Oh, yay. Hi, Kristen. Awesome. All right, it just popped up that Jacqueline was watching, but I'm glad you're on too, Kristen. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. All is well. All right, so welcome. What can you expect here tonight? So on the meet and greet, tonight is different, which I'm excited about. We are going to be doing live interviews with different ladies from Team Fireflies. So you'll see different women come on and I will ask them a couple of questions and we'll have a little back and forth, and then we'll have someone new come on. And this is exciting because you guys, if you're here watching this, it's because someone invited you. They see something in you, they see some potential in you, they see some greatness in you that maybe you don't even see for yourself, and they see you being a part of this team. We do so much fun stuff on our team outside of health and fitness. We are advocates for living well because we believe when you live well, all areas of life get better. But we also know that it's important to be connected to other people. It's important to grow your mind. It's important to have fun. It's important to have friends and a social outlet. And that's what this team does for so many women. And I know you'll hear a lot of that tonight on this call. So I'm going to share just a few things about myself and my journey with coaching, and then our first guest tonight will be Oskey-Morrison, my coach and a great friend of mine, one of my best friends here in Alpena, and then she'll be sharing a part of her story. So she'll be our first guest in about 5 minutes. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so my name is Amanda. Like I said, I've been signed up as a coach for 6 or 7 years now, I think closer to 7. And the reason why I don't know the exact date is because I haven't been always working as a coach. I signed up as a coach first for a discount on Shakeology. I was a brand new kindergarten teacher and knew I wanted to invest in my health because I saw what Shakeology was doing for the people around me. And then when I started drinking it at the health club where I work, so I started working part-time at the health club the first summer of my teaching career because I needed a part-time job that summer for some extra income. And I tried Shakeology and instantly felt incredible from the inside out. It was really hard to explain, but I just had this natural, more healthy feeling, more energy. It was just a really great, different feeling from what I had had eating anything else before. So I knew Shakeology was something I wanted in my life. My husband started drinking it. We both fell in love with it, and it really simplified lunch for us. So I would bring it that fall. I started bringing it to school with a blender, and I loved it. So when I think about objections with coaching, I don't I didn't really have any signing up. I knew I wanted to save some money and I knew I trusted my friend Sarah who invited me. But then when the opportunity to do more with our team came up, sure, I had a few hesitations and objections. A lot of them revolved around fear and fear of judgment. That's something I struggle with. I always have. I really worry about what other people think of me. And what I've learned in this business is that when you let other people's thoughts rule how you behave, you don't go very far in life. So what I really had to train myself to do is personal development. It's something I wasn't doing a lot of before joining this team. And through personal development books, oh my gosh, there are some authors that I just have fallen in love with. There are books that I have read more than once that have really changed my mindset, how I think about things, how I behave on a day-to-day basis, and what I know to be true with personal development. So much has changed there. So my objection of being, fearful of judgment, I've overcome most of that. Of course, it still pops up once in a while. And then I definitely had some different objections with not wanting to fail, or feeling like that I might let people down because I wasn't always consistent with my own health and fitness yet. And I've learned how to overcome that. A huge part of that is due to this team, because I've had a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows, anxiety, being on medication after having a baby, and some depression and giving up on myself for a little while. But the one steady, true thing has always been this team, and coming back to health and wellness has always pulled me out of it. No matter what lows have come up in life, there are always these super great ladies on this team who are cheering me on, asking how I'm doing, supporting me in life, and that matters so much. And because of that, I've been able to help tons of people along this journey, and that feels really good. So here we are tonight in this meet and greet to pay it forward. Thank you for listening to a little bit of my story. If you're here tonight, I want you to keep an open mind as you're listening to everyone sharing tonight. All of us have a different start point. All of us have a different journey, but all of us had to say yes to getting started at some point. None of us were born into health and wellness. None of us were handed coaching as a job. We all had to choose this for ourselves, and we all said yes to someone that we trusted, someone that reached out to us, someone who believed in us. And I think the common theme that you'll hear tonight is that everyone who decides to coach and everyone who decides to join this team, their life only improves. Nothing can go worse when you decide to be a coach. Your health will get better, your happiness will get better, your mind will get better, your overall way of thinking and living will improve. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first guest. So hopefully, Sarah, you are ready to join us. I'm going to click here, and hopefully this works, and hopefully you are ready for me. I know we're just a couple of minutes ahead of schedule, so let's see. Let's see if this works here.
Hi. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm good. I was about to go to the bathroom, but I'm going to hold it.
So, Sarah, there is an echo. Do you have headphones?
Yeah. Pause. Let me click that can in 1 second.
Sounds good.
All right, so if you're watching, no worries, she'll be right back on. We're trying to perfect this system with a little bit of echo, having somebody jump on the call with us, and we just want to make sure that everyone can hear well. So I want to share a couple of fun things that we've done in the last few months on our team before Sarah jumps back on. We do a book club every other month, and our book clubs are usually focused around personal development, so growing your mind, focusing on something in leadership, life, business. And hello to everyone who's hopping on. And then we have done gratitude and pay it forward with kindness challenges, where we're just working towards making other people's lives better. We're doing a recipe exchange right now for December. We have a fun team fitness challenge planned for January. So we're doing a lot of things outside of health and wellness. Okay, Sarah, yay! All right. Let's see. We are going to rock this. And she's back.
Hi. Can you hear me better?
And the echo is gone. Yay. Yes. That's
Okay.
the best thing ever.
Yeah, I know that you. Oh
Woohoo.
gosh, I don't have a bra on, so I'm gonna stay like this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Hello, everyone who's watching. Oh, there we go. There's a dose of honesty for you.
You're the one who always wants to talk about this. Like, she is not PG, people. Don't let her fool you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Most
not going
people
there.
believe that, but
Don't let me throw you.
okay, I'm not getting thrown. I know you well enough now. So if you haven't guessed yet, Sarah and I know each other pretty well. She's who invited me to coaching. Sarah, I was trying to remember 6 or 7 years ago. I really need to look it up. I think it's 7 years ago.
I don't know. I love hearing your story though, because you just are so honest and you tell it so well, and it's real and it's vulnerable. And it is like we just always have fears of doing something that makes us feel uncomfortable. Hence the phrases and the t-shirts and the books and the talks about getting out of your comfort zone. But
Yeah.
gosh, I just listened to J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, who I know you know, but maybe some people don't know because she's obsessed with Harry Potter. I just listened to her commencement speech that she gave at Harvard about 10 years ago. And she said in there, she's like, living so small with little risk and not ever living out of your comfort zone to prevent failure makes you a failure by default because you never tried anything. And I was like, oh, I love that. Okay, yay. This is what we're supposed to do. Anyways.
Yeah. So, Sarah, you've been coaching for a long time. Can you tell everyone who's watching, do you remember that long ago? How good is your memory? What were your fears or hesitations or objections when you first started thinking about being a coach?
Well, I was the original coach. Tony Horton called me and invited me to do this with him. So it was pretty easy. Just kidding. You made it sound like I've been a coach for so long. I started coaching 8 years ago, and a similar story to Amanda. I started working at a health club part-time, and I remember the day Shakeology came out, and some of my friends were so excited. And honestly, we tried it all excited. It was greenberry. That's a flavor maybe some of you have never even heard of, but it's a flavor. And we just mixed it with ice and water, and I was like, what is this shake that you guys are so excited about? And it's just funny to me now because I look forward to my chocolate Shakeology every single day for multiple reasons. It tastes good, and a lot of other things, but eventually chocolate came out, and I liked Shakeology for a lot of reasons that Amanda said, and I wanted a discount on it. But then also my objection was, I was scared that it all comes back to judgment. Doesn't it always come back to what other people might think, which is ultimately the thoughts you struggle with about yourself. But I was scared I was going to be a groupie. And I think I spent my whole life like uncomfortable by people who were groupies. Like it's more of like this full circle, like me being scared of being seen as someone who is a groupie or part of a clique is because there were so many cliques I saw in my life that I felt excluded from. Whatever, we won't get into a therapy session, but this whole idea of like being someone who jumped up and down when they saw Tony Horton or Sean T, or like, oh my gosh, let me get in line for this person. That was my biggest objection. And in the end, I decided to say yes because I wanted a discount on Shakeology. I as well really loved it, and I could tell it was helping with my health instantly. I've had one every day for 8 years, grew 2 babies in my uterus. I don't know what I was going to put in the blank there, but yeah. Just in case you didn't know, with Shakeology is my prenatal, doctor approved. Like,
yep, same.
I think that's amazing. But anyways, I didn't want to be left out. I had other friends who were getting into coaching. I liked health and fitness. I liked Shakeology. I had fears, but ultimately when I compared the two, I was like, I think I just don't want to be left out of this. This seems like fun. I like the people who are doing it. Like, don't sit here. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, Sarah. So what made you move past those fears and hesitations? Like, what was it initially? Was it just not wanting to be left out and you were like, okay, I'm going to do this?
Yeah. But then, like I signed up to be a coach and just enjoyed the discount for a long time, which is totally fine. Like in that time where I had become a coach and kind of made this commitment. Like I really tell people now, I'm like, being a coach is making a commitment and just kind of saying to yourself, to your subconscious, I'm never giving up on myself. I'm never giving up on my physical health or my mental health. Like I believe that I deserve love and whatever that is, through fitness, through nutrition. And it's not being perfect. You're just never going to go away for 3 months and be like, screw it. You know, like you're always going to kind of get back on. But so when I made that commitment, even though I really didn't actively coach, meaning talk to other people about it, invite them to health and fitness, like be a cheerleader for them. When I made that commitment to coaching, I subconsciously did that for myself. And personal development, as Amanda talked about, started to sink in. I was a hardcore pessimist. You know, my life's done a complete 180, and the people in my life have been a big part of that. But a lot of these people have come into my life because of coaching.
So I've been friends with Sarah for a really long time now, almost ever since we moved here to Alpena.
Are you going to tell an
and
embarrassing story?
I'm going to tell the story that I tell to people all the time when they
it?
don't know this about you. So when I first met Sarah, she used to say, I don't understand what the big deal is. I just want to sit on the couch all night and relax and watch TV. And now I can't imagine her saying that, because she has this dedication and drive to living well and living by example for her kids. So her kids see her up and moving and just being a really great role model too.
Oh,
so Sarah, so true though. So Sarah, share with us, what do you feel like are the most important things that coaching has done for your life?
Well, I'm looking at the clock. I mean, I should have had a better answer together, but I mean, I am the person I am today because I decided to be a coach. It really does kind of align you with some positive pressure. And we have to realize pressure isn't a bad thing. Like if you live a life without pressure, you're living in your comfort zone. And we already talked about that. And you need to have positive pressure in your life to unlock more potential within yourself. And I can't believe, like, the girl that I was when I graduated college, when I moved to Alpena, is completely different than the girl I am today. And mentally, physically, I feel like a freaking athlete, and I'm 36 years old. So physically, like I teach group fitness, I'm a personal trainer. Those things have definitely gotten me in shape as well. But completing programs, like I was just talking to another trainer and I'm like, and he's fallen off his workouts because he's so busy taking care of the business and other people. And I'm like, that's why I do this. Like I need to have my own trainer train me in the morning before I go take care of other people. Running faster than I've ever ran in my life. And just mentally, like I went through postpartum depression. I was on antidepressants for 2 years. I needed them to function. And I know that this community, taking care of my health nutritionally, physically, and mentally with personal development, just being exposed to positivity more than negativity, because that's what I've surrounded myself with. And that's just the vibe I put into my life. It helped me get off medication. Like that was a huge accomplishment for me. And then financially, like I never thought that I would, be able to make an income in coaching. I mean, it's a bigger income than I ever thought I would make as an adult. And I'm proud of myself for that. But it all just started because I wanted to do something for myself. And then I shared it with other people.
That's amazing. And I couldn't stop nodding because
Yay.
I'm just agreeing
It helps.
with everything.
And when you do that, I just keep
so well.
talking. I'm like, okay, keep talking. It's like you're petting me.
Yes. That's awesome. So many great things, Sarah. I mean, I see it every day because I see you almost every day, how much better your life is because coaching is in it, and the quality of your thoughts, even how thoughtful you are in responses and when situations come up and overcoming adversity. And you're just such a great role model for so many of us on this team. So thank you for being on. Is there any last words you'd like to share about Team Fireflies of Fit and Free, since you are I almost called you the grandma, since you're the founder?
I'm like a great grandma.
You are.
I love this team because it is really about unlocking more potential within yourself. Amanda talked about some of the things we do from book clubs to, you know, we all did a 3-day refresh together. We're sharing recipes. We did a pay it forward challenge. Like, it is really like, you know how like you could have those friends that could be like, hey, let's all skip school and go to the movies. And so you're kind of like, oh, I probably shouldn't, but I will because I want to be left out and that's fun. It's like that, but with let's do a pay it forward challenge and hold doors open for as many people as we can and talk about how good it felt. Like it's really just being a better human being, and that feels good. And it really is about unlocking more potential within yourself. And it's just like that's a boulder of awesomeness in your life that just sparkles more and more as it goes down the hill as you do that. So
Yes. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on. We love hearing from you. And oh, thanks, Jessica. So Jess just said you girls are so inspiring. I don't know if you can see that or not from your end.
I didn't even know there were comments. Okay.
There are comments. I love it.
Okay, well, I'll let you get your next guest on, and thanks for doing this,
Okay.
Amanda. Amanda, we call Amanda the Director of Education for Team Firefly. I think she likes that title, so I say it a lot.
I do. Educator at heart right here, people.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, our next guest is going to be Danielle, and I just need to make sure here that she is on. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to message her really quick. So, all right, here we go. So isn't Sarah great? She has so much energy and such love and passion for what she does and helping other people. And no matter what comes up, she always says, are you leading with wanting to really truly help that person? If you're leading with your heart and leading with wanting to help people, you can't go wrong in this business. And I think there are so many people out there who really want to help other people live well, because really then it pays it back to you. You live better when you're trying to help other people live better because you want to be a great role model, right? And I think a lot of people want to do that in life, and coaching is such a great way to do that. Okay, so we are, let's see. We are looking for Danielle. All right, let's see. Okay. And you are very welcome, friend. So Danielle lives halfway across the country, and her time zone is different. So she's just tuning in here. Ha ha ha, here we go. So let's see. Okay, so Danielle, can you... I feel like I need the Jeopardy song. Okay. All right, let's see. We are going to... All right, so Jacqueline, we will have Danielle on next. So we are going to invite Jacqueline on. Let's see. Okay, perfect. All right, so for some reason it says we can't add Jacqueline. All right, no worries. Hey, listen up. If you're watching, I'm going to go ahead and skip forward and post a video from one of our awesome coaches. Her name is Lindsay, and she dives into one of her biggest objections. And then we'll come back live with our next guest so we can keep this rolling and so you can tune in and listen live to them. I'm going to go ahead and post that video, and I'll see you back in less than 5.